Do I get a chance to talk now, or are you going to shout and interrupt me again?
I will let you
The
talk.
point is not what information was requested. It is how it was requested. President Sarto, you are one member of the board. Only the board as a group can direct the manager or the police chief or any other official. You don't have the right or the power, just because you're the president, to order staff to do anything. You don't have the right to tell the police chief to give you a report or to pursue a matter of legal. You feel that it should be pursued, so you tell the police chief he needs to pursue it. That's not appropriate. The board can direct him, not the president. And when we call for point of order, that means that we object to what you're doing because you don't have the power to do it. So if we call point of order, you have to be quiet and listen. You can't just shout through the trustees. You do not have the power by ordinance to direct department heads, including the chiefs. And when Trustee Humphreys asks for a point of order, he's saying, I want a ruling from the board about your power. And you can't just argue with him. You have to listen, because it's a board decision, not a president decision. Now, I don't know how much plainer that can be, President Sarto, but you do not have the right to do some of the things you do.
Okay, let me read, Trustee Ritter.
Okay.
Let me read.
From-
Excuse me. Let me read.
Attorney
I
Rhodes would
want to
like to speak,
respond
though.
to what he said, because I want people to understand what I asked for. I says, during the past several months, there has been much talk and speculation concerning the impact illegal immigration is having on our village. I have seen no statistics to prove to me that illegal immigration is a problem in Carpentersville. If we do have a problem with illegal immigrants in Carpentersville, we must be able to identify this problem.
I would like to
Therefore,
appeal. I would like to appeal the ruling of the president.
Excuse me, I'm reading
I would like
a
to
statement.
appeal the ruling of the president. Attorney Rhodes,
Excuse me, I'm going to
Attorney
finish
Rhodes,
this.
I have appealed the ruling of the
He has
president.
a right to
I have
issue
the
appeal.
right. Thank you, attorney.
Can I make a couple of comments?
Yes, you may.
Perhaps, maybe it would be best if I gave some information regarding points of order and regarding how they work. A point of order is a request by a trustee for an indication that the village president is not following the rules of the corporate procedures of the board. So that when in fact there is an issue as to whether or not the village president has ruled correctly or is addressing someone correctly, that's a proper point of order. The item which is currently being discussed, believe it or not, is the manager's report. It's the opportunity for the manager to provide information to the board. So that, in my opinion anyway, if the issue is one as to whether or not this board has gotten far afield of the manager's report, then that is one issue. If the issue is whether or not the mayor, the village president had the right to do something or not do something with respect to how he's operating his office, that provision in and of itself is not necessarily a correct point of order because it doesn't have to deal with the corporate procedures of the village. Now, having said that, there are other areas within the agenda where that topic may in fact be a correct topic to raise, such as the next topic that's coming up, which is trustee reports, when trustees can make comments about various items. So I guess the first is because Trustee Sigwalt has filed an appeal, we need to find out what the basis of the appeal is, whether or not it is in fact, whether we've gone far afield of the manager's reports. And if that is correct, then you guys can take a vote on that issue and then move on with the rest of the meeting.
You want me to explain my appeal?
Yes.
I am appealing because I feel what President Sarto is doing now is just repeating what he's already said, and it attempts to beat us down and browbeat us with useless rhetoric by constantly repeating the same issue. We've all heard this. We've all heard why he did it. We all received the email.
That's the appeal then. So then there does not need to be a second. You can vote on the appeal.
Okay?
Terry, call the roll.
Trustee Sigwalt?
Yes, for the appeal.
Trustee Ritter?
Yes.
Trustee Teeter?
Yes.
Trustee